If you're a tech leader right now, you are smack in the middle of a massive, massive shift. The pressure to get your AI strategy right isn't just some trend, it's everything. And that pressure is coming at you from all sides. From the boardroom, from your customers, from the market, everybody is asking the exact same question. It's the one question that's shaping budgets and strategies for the foreseeable future. And it's so simple to ask, right? But answering it, man, that is a whole different ballgame. And honestly, how you answer that question could literally define the future of your company. When you're tasked with building out that strategy, you really have two main paths you can go down. Path one is what most people do. It's reactive. You go out and try to hire these super expensive AI experts. Path two, though, is the strategic play. It's about building that power from within your own team. All right, let's break this down. So let's look at path one first, which, we can call it the hiring gamble. It's the default move for a lot of companies, but as you're about to see, it's a race that is incredibly expensive and honestly pretty risky. Let's just start with a sticker shock. $242,000. And listen, that is not for some top-tier, genius-level expert at a giant tech company. No, that's the median compensation for a mid-level AI engineer right now. And this chart, wow, it really just lays it all out there, doesn't it? A typical senior software engineer making a very solid $155,000. But the second you add AI/ML to that job title, boom, the salary shoots up by 56%. That kind of demand is creating a huge cost barrier for everyone. But that giant salary, that's just the tip of the iceberg. You also got to factor in all the hidden costs. You've got recruiter fees that average over 23 grand. You've got the lost productivity for the 10 weeks that seat is just sitting empty. And then there's the terrifying risk of a bad hire, which can end up costing you 3 to 4 times their salary to fix. And even if you find the perfect person, they're 21% more likely to just leave within a year. It's a huge, huge gamble. Okay, so that's the gamble. Now let's talk about the smarter investment. Path two is all about using the talent you already have, the people who are already proven assets, to build a real sustainable advantage. And check out the number for this path, a little over $15,000. That's the average cost to train up a current employee for a new IT role. I mean, the contrast between the two paths, it's just night and day. This table right here, this is the bottom line. This is where the whole financial argument just clicks. When you put it all side by side, the direct costs, the time it takes to get them productive, the risk they'll leave, the total cost for an external hire over just 1 year is pushing $290,000. For upskilling one of your own, it's almost half that. The numbers basically make the decision for you. And that's because upskilling just completely changes the way you think about this. It stops being a one-time, painful expense to plug a hole. Instead, it becomes a strategic investment in someone you already know and trust, an investment that pays off again and again in loyalty, in domain knowledge, and in your team's ability to adapt to whatever comes next. Okay, so the why is a no-brainer. But what about the how? How do you actually turn a great software developer into a confident AI practitioner? Let's get into the actual blueprint, the 3-pillar upskilling plan. The plan is actually super simple, and it's designed to build on the skills your team already has. So pillar 1 is the why, getting that math foundation solid. Pillar 2 is the what, which is all about mastering the core ML ideas. And pillar 3 is the how, using the actual tools to get the work done. For pillar 1, look, the goal is not to turn your developers into math professors, okay? It's about building intuition. They just need to understand linear algebra as the language data speaks, calculus as the engine that actually trains the models, and statistics as the way we deal with all the uncertainty that's just part of AI. Next up, pillar 2 is where we connect all that theory to actual business value. It's about learning the what. What kind of problem are we even trying to solve here? Is it a regression problem, where you're trying to predict a number, like a sales forecast? Is it classification, where you're trying to put something in a bucket, like spam detection? Or is it clustering, where you're trying to find hidden patterns, like different groups of customers? And finally, we get to pillar 3, the how. Now, this is where your developers are going to feel right at home.
They'll start by mastering tools like scikit-learn, then move on to the real powerhouses like TensorFlow and PyTorch, and then they'll deploy it all using the same cloud platforms from Amazon, Microsoft, or Google that they already use every single day. And if you take away one thing, let it be this. This is the idea that unlocks the whole thing. MLOps is just DevOps for AI. That's it. Your team has already mastered DevOps. They live and breathe CI/CD pipelines, containerization, and automation. They are not starting from zero. They're just applying all that hard-won expertise to a new kind of software, the machine learning model. So you've got the business case, you've got the curriculum. The path forward is pretty clear. So what are your next actionable steps? How do you actually put this into motion and start building that AI-ready team, like today? It really just boils down to 3 simple things. 1, take a look at your team. Find those engineers who have that spark, that genuine interest. Those are your champions. 2, start small. Please don't try to boil the ocean. Pick one single project that can have a high impact. Get a win on the board. And 3, you have to commit. This can't be an afterthought. It needs dedicated time and real resources to work. So here's the reality. This new AI talent market leaves every leader with a choice. While all your competitors are out there, locked in this crazy, expensive bidding war for mercenaries who might leave in a year, are you ready to make the smarter investment and build your own loyal, effective army?